So, what did you think? Hello again, my name is Lyn and I'm part of the Careers in Education Working Group at yEFIS. I hope you enjoyed our Conversations with Life Science Recruiters series, 12 mini episodes packed with insight and advice about navigating the job hunt in the life science industry. I learned a lot working on this series, and if you'll bear with me for a couple more minutes, I wanted to wrap up or summarize the key points from this series, but speaking as an academic to you, probably also an academic. You're not looking yet, need to finish that paper, still have a year left on the grant, it doesn't matter. If you know that one day in the future you would like to work in industry, then start now. Taking the first step today doesn't mean that you'll have a new job next month, but when it comes to the point where you do need a new job next month, you'll be in a much better position to get there. Okay, so how do you connect with recruiters? Firstly, polish up that LinkedIn profile. Make sure that you have plenty of updated, relevant information that's available for anyone who might come looking. Secondly, engage with people. Whether that's messaging or making appointments to speak directly with recruiters, or just getting to know more people who might know people, both online and in person. Academics in particular tend to treat networking like a dirty word, but literally what it means is just to go make friends with people. If you really find it impossible to do, here's a personal tip from me. Make it a role-playing game. Build your confident, well-spoken, knowledgeable elf warrior persona and bring that persona to networking events and platforms. It might seem cringe at first, but that elf warrior can say and do things that you couldn't imagine saying or doing yourself. Keep it up, and eventually you will become the elf warrior. In academia, we tend to view recruitment as a search for the best scientist. Even when a particular expertise is required, generally applicants are evaluated on the basis of the entirety of their scientific experience. We expect that projects may change directions, new avenues might open up, we might get new grants that benefit from or even originate from the overall abilities and interest of that scientist. And conversely, we would expect that the scientist picks up new techniques or areas of literature depending on where the research goes. So it's not surprising that academics find it quite hard to leave out parts of what we see as our scientific DNA from our CVs. But in industry, a job listing is a missing puzzle piece that you need to fill. You also get 10 seconds to convince the person looking at your CV that you are that shape. And indeed, you are the most exactly that shape out of the 400 other puzzle pieces on their desk. There are other factors, of course, but this comes first and foremost. So tailor that CV and prepare for that specific role, that specific company. Be clear with yourself how well you actually fit that position you're looking at. And if you feel like a square peg in a round hole, that might be better as a long-term strategy rather than your very next job. Throughout the series, you may have noticed that sometimes academic scientists are described through certain stereotypes or caricatures, being introverted, having poor people skills, confined to pipettes, microscopes, mice, incapable of anything else that a modern business might be looking for. And you might think, well, that's ridiculous, that doesn't describe me at all. Why are we starting the job hunt from a position of having to fight against these assumptions? So this is my take on it. There are two sides to this coin. So first of all, to a certain degree, these caricatures have some truth to them. We say all scientists do project management, but project management in academia and project management in industry are wildly different. We say all scientists need to communicate, but presenting to a thesis committee and presenting to a board of investors is again wildly different. It's not that we don't have these skills, but as academics, there is a world that we don't see. And we may be as blind to the needs of industry as industry is blind to our abilities. So stay humble, stay curious, and keep an eye out for how we can improve. Secondly, the bar is low. Effectively, we have been told exactly what traits make industry employers wary of accepting academic candidates. If you think these traits don't describe you, then great, your chances just went up massively. All you have to do is show them what you can do. Make sure your leadership skills, your management expertise, the fact that you're an expert communicator, make sure those shine through in your application. You now know what the default assumption is, and it's up to you to prove them wrong. And that's it. Again, I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I did, and of course, my eternal thanks to our wonderful recruiter friends, Yasin, Wani, Lizzie, Philippa, and Bert, for generously giving their time to this project. If you have any questions or comments about anything discussed in this series, feel free to leave a comment below or email yEFIS@efis.org. Best of luck with your next job hunt.